Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I am glad to have you. And if you are returning, thanks for coming back. So today I'm doing a kind of another DIY project, except this is pretty much all Dollar Tree. It kind of just depends. I mean, you definitely don't have to do all Dollar Tree, but primarily all the products that I use you can get from the Dollar Tree, so it definitely makes it very inexpensive to make. Now I've seen these, as you can tell by the title down below as well, these lanterns run for lots, like $40, $50, $60. I mean, they're crazy. I made this lantern. The price of just the frames were $6 because I got 6 frames. Now it really just depends on kind of what you want to do with decorating it. So it's just really based on your style and things that you want to put in. And of course you don't have to get from the Dollar Tree, but they definitely have a really great selection of decor there. So yeah, I don't want to make the intro too long, but this is a quick kind of tutorial. It's really simple. I didn't do hardly anything to mine other than glue it together, but you can definitely customize it how you want to if you want to paint it, which I did mention in there. I did not paint mine. I did want to at least spray paint the inside. I would recommend doing that so it's a little bit more cohesive, but yeah, you could just kind of play around with what you want with it. I think it would be great for fall, Christmas. I mean, you could just change out your holiday decor on the inside of it, which I will definitely be doing now that it's fall, and I will be filming a kind of decorate my house with fall stuff super soon, so I'll probably mention that in there and show you what I decide to do with it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and if you do, give it a thumbs up for me. It lets me know that you do. I have a lot of DIY kind of Dollar Tree products planned for the future. I know they're just super popular right now, and I've got a couple great ideas of things that I want to do for fall, specifically, sorry. But yeah, hopefully you guys like these kinds of videos. If you haven't and you want to and you enjoy these videos, then make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. It definitely helps me out. But yeah, we're gonna jump right on into it, and I hope you enjoy the video. So here's a few things you might need for this project, or you will need, I should say. You only need is 6 picture frames. These are 8x10s that I got from the Dollar Tree. You can get any size. It really just depends on what size lantern or box you want. And then you just need glue stick and glue gun, which you can occasionally find at the Dollar Tree, but I got mine from Hobby Lobby for just a few dollars. And then whatever you want to decorate your lantern with. So you can get these battery operated candles from there, and then moss or rocks, or really just, like I said, whatever you want to decorate. Just make sure you gather them supplies as well. So we're going to start off on this project just by removing all of the backs. So just go ahead and take off all the backs on the picture frames, and you can save them if you want to, but we don't need them for this project, so you can just discard them, throw them away, whatever you want to do with them. And then remove the paper that's on the inside and the glass frame. I did end up setting the paper aside because I was going to cut it out and kind of make it look a little bit more rustic. But the paper in here was not big enough. My frames were too big. But if you decided to go with a smaller frame, then you'd probably be able to do that and just make it however you want and customize it the way you want it to look. But I did not end up using the paper. I just saved the glass, which later on in the video I will show you. We're just going to be putting it back in. But yeah, just go ahead and remove all of the innards of it. And, ooh, innards, that did not sound good. But go ahead and remove all that, and then we'll show you what we're going to be doing later on. So now you're just going to take your hot glue and go ahead and run it down the edge of your frame where you're going to be attaching the frames together to make your box. Now, one thing I did not show you that I do highly recommend is an E6000 or a really like heavy duty kind of adhesive or super glue, because me using just the hot glue, it does stick it right away, but long term it could fall apart, especially if you're going to be moving it, or if you want to put a base on it to decorate it and leave it full term. But I left my base kind of open, which I'll show you later. That way I can just set it anywhere and just change out the decorations. But I would recommend a heavy duty like adhesive mixed with the glue. I just did not have any on hand, and I did run into some issues with just using the hot glue. So if you wanted to really hold up, I definitely recommend using that. So once you get all 4 sides glued together, you're gonna go ahead and start gluing kind of like the roof of it. Doing the same thing, just running your hot glue, and again, a heavy duty adhesive as well. I would mix and go ahead and use that. Now this part was kind of tricky. I felt like I would need a second person to hold it up. Because even with the hot glue, I felt like it was gonna fall, and I was able to get the other ones. I ended up finding just like a stick or something to prop it up, but if you have an extra hand, get that. If not, just use something to prop it up to hold it up for you until it dries and sets. But yeah, I'm just gonna glue the other side and go ahead and attach the roof to my box. So now we're going to be taking the glass that we set aside from the frames that we took out earlier on in the video, and we're just going to go ahead and put them back in. So you just stick them in your frame, and then they have little tabs in there. Just make sure you push them up against the glass and try not to crack it, but push them back in to keep the glass in place. But this just makes it like a little bit more realistic, and I think it just adds a little something extra, and you have the glass, you might as well use it. But yeah, I just went ahead and put all the glass back in my box, and then I will show you what I'm doing later on. But I did want to mention also really quick, I liked the look of these picture frames, and that's why I picked them up. I liked the gold of it, and it had kind of like a really nice detail to it. So I didn't end up painting mine, but again, since it's like this rose gold, like gold color, they do sell spray paint, and I did have some, but ended up using it for another project. But I would recommend probably painting around it, because you can kind of see the hot glue where you glued the frames, and as you can tell also by looking on the inside, I can see that the inside of the frame is not that color, it's gold. So if you want it to look a little bit more cohesive, I would recommend, you know, painting it. If you want to keep the color of the frame, paint the inside if it's not the same. But I didn't mention earlier on in the video, but if you're wanting to paint your frames, make sure you go ahead and paint all of your frames in the first place before you even start gluing them together. It's definitely going to be a lot easier on you. But right here, I just put a piece of paper down just to show you kind of like decorative. I just took some leftover moss, which I didn't have much, so if you want to do this, you could always get a piece of cardboard and glue it to the bottom of it so it just stays and you don't have to worry about it getting everywhere. And then decorating, put anything that you want in it. This is just one of the examples of me. I just put my light up candles. You can get from the Dollar Tree, the moss I got from the Dollar Tree, some of the little pebbles or rocks you can get from the Dollar Tree. And then the bee I actually got from Michael's. It was actually from our wedding, but I have it sitting out on a bookshelf behind me, and I just thought it made it just really kind of soft, and I love just little lights like that throughout my house, so I figured I would show you this as an example. And then I'm showing you an example now where I have it on my fireplace where I don't have a bottom. It's just sitting on my hearth or whatever on my fireplace, and I just put a mason jar with some flowers and some candles, and actually this was one of my centerpieces for my wedding that I had made, so I went ahead and just put that in there, but you can actually customize it for any season. So yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this craft. It was really quick, but I loved making it and wanted to show it to you, and it is all pretty much from the Dollar Tree. And if you like this and you like more videos like this, hit the video on the left. That is my fall DIY wreath that I did previously. And if you like clean with me videos, hit the video on the right and go check that out. And if you haven't and you want to, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.